Hello YouTube, it's me again, and today we're going to do a rat look on my chopper bike. Now, this is an idea that's been forming in my head since I got it, to be fair. Most people won't like this shit, but if you check out my older videos, or if you're an OG around it, you'll see that rust is my favourite colour. So what I've been doing, because I got carried away and I started already, the frame used to be chrome. But as you can see, there's a lot of fucking rust, and somebody at some point has painted it black. Well, I've started sanding all the paint off using sanding wheel on my grinder, and the plan is to make everything black, bar pedals, rust, and then keep everything else shiny. The wheel rims I think I'm going to keep black too. We'll see as we go along. But yeah, may have sanded a bit of the West Coast Choppers fucking logo out the back end here, but to be honest, I couldn't give a fuck. Yeah, I want to crack on. I'll get the boy to do a few shots of me fucking doing some grinding on it. Yeah, I'll bring you back in a bit. See what happens. Right, on this tank, these fucking seams, as you saw, were ghastly. So I've been smoothing the fuck out of them and trying to sort that out at the same time. It's coming along nicely, to be fair. I'm not sure I want to go much thinner than that because I don't know how thick this metal is on here. But yeah, this is basically the process. Now the frame originally was chrome plated, so what I'm actually doing is grinding through that thin layer of chrome plate as well. I'm not actually sure whether that's going to be good enough yet. I guess I'll find out when I apply my rust solution. So I'm going to crack back on with this and we'll bring you back shortly. Alright, this is my Schwinn lowrider bike, and as you see, this has already had the old rust treatment. And I went the whole hog on this, took it all apart and did it. I don't think I'm going to go that mad on this chopper bike. I think I want to leave some of the black for a little bit of a different effect. But I don't know, I might do that and then might change my mind later because I'm kind of like that. Stole the bars off the Schwinn at the minute to go on the electric bike because it's just cooler that way. Let's groovy stand. This one needs a fucking stand. But yeah, I think I'm going to leave like inside the forks at the rear and a few little odds and sods like that, just so it ties in with a bit more of the other black bits, but just so then people can also see what it was. Not really a patina effect because it's going to be, I mean, just fucking rusting. But yeah, shouldn't take me too much longer, to be fair. I've got the kids and that, so I might have to fucking call it a day and then crack on again tomorrow and finish it off, but we'll just fucking see how that goes. Yeah, dogs are kicking off. Better go and see what they're doing. Right, so I've had to call it a day for the day. I've got fucking kids, have got friends around since it just started to be allowed. Yeah, I can't watch all the kids and do that at the same time. about halfway through. We're going at about an hour. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll get it sorted out then. Alright, so it's another fucking day, and I've decided I'm going to take the fucking thing apart. I'm not going to dick about just fucking doing an half-assed job. Yeah, it's all going full rust, except for all the chrome bits. I'll just remove the shit from this tank. Now this should remove just like that. Yeah, that wasn't supposed to happen, but never mind. Now I can get all this bar, get to everything. I'm going to get the seating pole off, wheels, and get that fucking mudguard off. And then I might possibly remove the crank so I can get a bearing, some nice red grease. And the same with the bearings there, since they're probably the only actual things on this that move other than the wheels. So all this will soon to be looking like this. And then we can add my patented vape juice. Fucking what am I talking about? Vape juice is for vaping. I've got my patented rust juice, which, oh, it's not really a trade secret. You'll see in a bit. Right, it's too early in the morning to get the grinder out and finish grinding this frame, which is now in this condition, which should be enough for me to get all the way around everything where I want with a grinder. Sweet. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix up some of my patented, I call it my 5-minute ruster, and it really will rust it in about 5 minutes. Now I'm not sure if this camera has any sort of time-lapse function. I think my iPhone does, so I might be able to do a time-lapse of that for you, or I'll just show you me watch when I go and when I come back or whatever. But basically, in that squirty bottle is malt vinegar and water out of the fucking tap, and that's it. Bang it in the squirty bottle. I usually use about this much fucking vinegar to the rest full of water. I don't know what percentage that is. If you want to get technical, you can figure that out. You can figure that out. But yeah, bare metal. Spray that cunt on. Rust in minutes. You'll see. But first, gotta get the rest of the paint off this bitch. Alright, so we've got the counting thing outside. We've got the tank. I'm going to finish this one off first because it's not a lot. I'm not going to do the inside of it there. I'm going to clean up the welds a bit more because, to be fair, they're pretty shit. I don't know if that you got that very well, but we're going to get that one done first, and then we're going to finish the frame off and then get it soaking in some rust juice, because I also got some chrome bits I want to piss around with. I was toying with the idea of putting a 26-inch wheel up front on it, tall and skinny, but it's going to catch my feet. I've got big size 12 feet, and where the pedals go, it's just not going to work. So I'm going to get cracked on with that tank, and then I'm going to get all this frame all down to bare metal, and then I'll probably bring you back. I might get the boy out to do a few shots like while I'm working. You'll just have to wait and see. Just a little insight into my problem with the quality with these. As you can see, that join there is fucking awful, and then here it's not even moulded. Same goes along here. I mean, it is only a dummy tank, but the workmanship on it is pretty shocking. I mean, I can do better than that, and my work is really rough. A grinder makes you the welder you ain't. Saying I live by. But yeah, I'm going to do a bit of tidying up on it, but it doesn't really seem like it matters that much to be perfect since it's gone on a rat bike. So, Barry, mate, what are you doing? Introducing Big Bollocks Barry. Say hello, Baz. He does have an Instagram page that my daughter was running, but yeah, she's had her phone taken off her, so she hasn't been doing that. This is his new daytime run, and he absolutely loves it, as you can see. But anyway, back to the bikes. Cheers, Baz. For fuck's sake. I don't know if you can hear me right, but I'm just having 5 minutes break. So I've got John on the grinder, because it's only got a sanding pad on, so I don't suppose you can really fuck it up. I managed to save that West Coast chopper sign there on the arse end. I'll have to see how the other one comes out. But the one off the front here is gone. Sorry about that, but tough it is. Okay, so that's it, just about bare metaled. There are still some little bits like this, which I might go at in a minute with a wire brush on the DeWalt, but I think I'm just going to leave it as it is now. There's a couple of little bits here, I'm going to have a little bash out and maybe a bit down there. Little piece on the top here, can you see that? Yeah. But then, it's ready to get out the rust juice. Oh yeah, I've got out the tank. Tank came out beautiful. Cleaned up them welds nice, not perfect but nice. So get the rust juice out and then we'll crack on. Fuck that up, didn't I? Alright, so we've got set up now for the painting the rust juice, which is literally water and vinegar. Got the tank sat on that old chair on the back there, and the bike sort of propped here on some doodahs. Yeah, it'll have to do. So if you want to come in, John, and we'll basically show them what we're going to do. As you see, all the bare metal, we simply apply this in liberal amounts. I'll give it a shake first, make sure it's nice and mixed up. And you spray it everywhere you want to rust. And now this isn't like some gimmick stuff that you get with fake patina shit. This stuff, and obviously bare metal, is going to give real rust, which is exactly what I'm about. So you'll be surprised how quick this stuff works. Salt water is also a good one, but malt vinegar and water is by far the best I've used, to be fair. And if you look at some of my old videos, you'll see I've ratted quite a lot of things. If you check my Instagram out, cotney05 on Instagram, you'll see 1,000,001 of my cars. Right, time is 10:59. We'll come check on that. We'll give it 20 minutes because I want a cup of coffee. Let's give this a fucking quick licking first. All over it. Right, as you see, we've used maybe a third of the bottle, so we've got plenty of that to come out and give it some more coats in a bit. So we'll just let that sit and wait basically. So I'm going to go over brew and we'll be back. Right, the time is 11:20, and as you can see, we've already got rust forming. Now I need to go around and give it another few licks. Boys, get on the... Trying to get in the shot. Yeah, I'm going to give it a few more licks and it's going to be out here rusting most of the day. Maybe overnight before I attempt to rebuild. We'll see. I'm just going to go get a few more coats. Check out this tank. That's 20 minutes rusting. So go inside after giving it another coat and we'll see what it's like then. Okay, so stopped for a little bit of a barbecue lunch since the weather's fucking lovely, and I've reassembled my bike. Now I've banged the curb feelers and that back on the rear here. Thanks, John. Thanks, babe. Yeah, yes, please. A little bit of a tomato. Bloody woman. Anywho, yeah, she's about to give up. Now I've decided to leave off the rear mudguard at the minute. I don't know whether that's going to be a permanent thing, but right now she's been sitting rusting for approximately 2 hours, And as you can see, it's coming on a fucking treat. Now all we do is basically wait. Now I'm going to apply the rust juice a few more times, but that's basically it. Let Mother Nature do her job now, and it's going to get better with age. So I guess that I'll call that bit. Thanks, Lachlan. Great. Bellend. Right, so I guess I'll call that the end of this video. If you like the video, nice one, give it a thumbs up and all that bollocks. If not, go fuck yourself. Until next time, cheers.